Hi everyone, it's been a while since I made my list video, but I've been busy. Firstly, with the post-production of my crime thriller film, Red Bloom, I know it's been a bit slow, but we have a lot of exciting things going on there. But today I want to talk about the new short film I made. If you haven't seen it yet, you can find it on my channel, so go watch it and I'll wait for you here.
A few moments later.
Alright, so you watched the film, and I hope you liked it. But let's talk about how we made this film. This idea initially started years ago, almost 10 years, but I never thought about making this idea into a film, but rather just writing it as a story. Because the idea of someone who's lost in this world and unsure of his decisions felt like something we can all relate to. And writing this character who's making his decisions based on luck, like a coin toss, seemed very interesting. That's where the idea came from. But what actually made me shoot this idea was this super interesting challenge called 72 Hours Challenge, organized by filmmakers and movie nerds, a community based in Berlin, where I also won an award from this event. But let's talk about that a bit later. But now let's talk about the event a little bit. Basically, the idea of the event is that you join to a group of people as an actor, director, DP, or whatever you want to do, and create your own crew, or join to a crew, shoot, edit, and present your film in the total amount of 72 hours.
You have my sword. And you have my bow.
And my axe.
The event started with a mixer where I met and talked with so many great people, and later the pitching session started, and I pitched my idea to find my crew. Luckily, I had my friends as my DP and AC, who also helped me on my previous project, Red Bloom, so I didn't have to worry about that. But I still needed an actor, which wasn't easy to find. Because honestly, despite having a lot of people at the event, there were so many good projects and so many good pitches, so I had to put a bit of an effort to find my actor. But thankfully, knowing that it would be hard to control a big production in such a small amount of time, I wanted to do a small production with one actor while still having fun. And luckily, I found my actor.
I remember there was this one actor who had exactly what we were looking for.
You ain't nothing but a dog. You hear me, boy? You lower than a dog, and I mean it. Don't you hear me?
Wow, that was amazing.
You didn't even need the script. I mean,
Some script? What, you guys shooting a movie or something?
Keep your eye on that camera, by the way.
And when it came to the equipment, one of the good sides of the event was that people either had their own equipment or the event was providing you 72% discount at some local rental shops or at some studios. But we also had our own equipment as well. And when it came to the locations, I wanted to shoot in public as much as I could because scouting a location and getting it was going to be another problem. So I wrote almost everything to be outside or at a home or at a cinema or some other public places where we can easily reach. So with all these variables, we also want to plan the shooting in the same area to avoid any logistical problems. We shot 2 different scenes at 2 different train stations, one at my home, one by a river, and another one at the cinema. We shot at the cinema spontaneously because it was a very short shoot and we didn't have time for permits. And at the end of a super fun 8 hours shoot, we had all the images we needed. Later, I started editing, which could be a bit important because this is what helped me win the Best Editor award at the event. For the visual images you see in the film and color grading, my AC and friend Renji helped, but I want to edit the rest of the film, including the cutting, sound design, sound editing, and everything else because I had a certain vision. So when I was editing, I tried to focus as much as I could on pacing, especially in the cuts. If the scene was a fast-paced scene, I was cutting more often and keeping the energy high, and when it was slow, I was cutting less. And this idea generally came from watching tons of films and cutting my own films. And lastly, I want to talk about how we did the audio. It was not a very complicated process, but due to the limited time, we had to rush in that department. Because what we did was to make the film completely voiceover to avoid any on-set sound recording and save time. So basically, we did ADR. After shooting and cutting the film, we sat down and recorded the audio and added it into the film. And yeah, at the end of a spontaneous decision to join to a film challenge, we made a film and had so much fun. I hope you can find something similar and experience the same, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, until next time.